I'm receiving scholarships that are paying for me to travel for free. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I'm gonna be giving y'all a really brief testimony of how good God has been to me within the past couple months, really my entire life, but we're gonna start from recently because I'm about to embark on an adventure that's really gonna take me, it's gonna take me there. It's really about to take me to a different place in life. So yeah, I want to just let y'all know how I got there. So I'm gonna start with high school just to show y'all how far I've come in my educational journey. So I graduated high school with a 1.5. I was not a studious person. I can't say I didn't like high school, but I definitely went through high school. School is a playground. School was very much a playground for me. I was one of those students who had the potential to do really good, but I just was distracted by any and everything around me. I wasn't a bad kid, but I was giving very much she looks good, she looks like she's about to do the right thing, but she just doesn't. So I was polite, I was respectful, but when I wanted to be bad, I was bad. So that was me all throughout my high school career. When I graduated, I went straight into college. And I didn't go because like I wanted to, and I was like this person who was like, I want to go to college because I want to further my education. It was out of convenience. My dad worked at Xavier University to a point where I could go for free, because if you have a parent who works there, their family can go for free. So I had that opportunity, so I went there straight after high school. And when I went, once again, absolutely no direction. I was there out of convenience. It's not that I didn't want to be there, but there was no purpose in me being there. I had a boyfriend, I was partying, didn't really care about school. Like if I go back on my transcripts, 2015, freshman year, all F's. I just wasn't there mentally for my education. So that's how that went. After my freshman year, I left and decided that I wanted to attend Job Corps, mostly because Job Corps allowed for me to travel. And at this time in my life, I didn't know that I desired to travel, but when it's in you, it's in you. So when I found out that Job Corps had several different locations around the country, I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna choose which Job Corps I wanna go to, and that's the one I'm gonna go to. So I decided to go to Los Angeles. And I went to Los Angeles for Job Corps, and this is about a year or maybe 2 out of college at this point. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Job Corps. I wanna work in the medical field. I want to be a nurse, get certified as a CMA, work while I'm in school. It's gonna be perfect. I'll have experience. This nursing career will take off and it'll be great. So I went to Los Angeles. Once again, got distracted. I got involved with this dude, and that took me down a rabbit hole of nonsense and life-changing events. So met this guy, got distracted, ended up getting kicked out of Job Corps. The whole time I'm still in Los Angeles. Keep in mind, this is like the Job Corps in Los Angeles is smack dab in the middle of LA. Like it's downtown in the middle of everything. So I was living it up, y'all. I was young. I was ready for the world, or at least I thought I was. I was in these streets, y'all, and I had no idea what I was doing. Absolutely no idea. When I talk about my life before God, I say that I was oblivious, absolutely oblivious. It was like I just went with the wind. No deep thought into anything I did. I just did what I wanted to do. No consideration for the consequences. I didn't know myself. There was no introspection. There was no, let me assess my mental health. None of that. It was just oblivious. Going through life, blind. So yeah, got kicked out of Job Corps, still with this dude. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my testimony, but we're just gonna focus on my educational testimony today. I ended up leaving California in 2018. My mom brought me a plane ticket home, and this was around the time that I got saved. So this is a really important part. When I was in California, in my situation, in my relationship dealing with this guy, I remember always saying, I need to leave, go back home, and go to school. Those were my words. And even in that time in my life, God was convicting my heart. I didn't know what it was, but God was gripping my heart. And I would always say, I need to go home and go to school. I need to go home and go to school. And when my mom bought my plane ticket home, that's exactly what I did. I started the process of going back into college. And I had to clean up the mess that I made, y'all. When I left my university, I had all F's. I was on academic probation because I had all F's. My dad was still working there, so thankfully I was able to go back and go for free, but I had to clean up the mess I made. I owed money from the last time I had left, so I had to pay all of that back, y'all. It was just, that season of life showed me that, like, dang, everything comes back around. Like, at some point we're gonna have to clean up the mess we made. So anyways, came back home to New Orleans, decided to go back to school. My dad ended up leaving Xavier, so that meant that I was no longer able to go there for free. And at that point I had to start paying out of pocket, and I've been paying out of pocket since. And it's been a slow journey, because obviously I pay for what I can afford, and that usually is 2 to 4 classes a semester. So I cleaned up the mess I made with my education, and I went from all F's and a 1.5 GPA, academic probation, to currently having a 3.2 GPA, receiving scholarships every single semester for academic excellence, and getting to a point now where I'm receiving scholarships that are paying for me to travel for free. Which, before I get into that, if you want to know where I'm going, literally in a week, if you want to know what country I'm going to, stay tuned to the end of this video. But I just want to tell you how great God has been. During this semester, or the last semester, the spring semester, I have not worked. I have not worked a real job since the beginning of 2021. I decided that I wasn't gonna trust God no more, and I was gonna work at CVS. So I went to CVS, applied for a job, obviously got it, and I worked there. Realized that I hated it and that I was wasting my potential, so I quit. And y'all, the way that God has provided for me is absolutely insane. The spring semester that just passed, it was paid off before the semester even ended, and I have not worked, not one day, and got literally money coming out the woodworks. And even now, I still don't work. I have my own business. Again, that's another video. If y'all want to know how to start your own business and be an entrepreneur while you're in college, I'm 25. If y'all want to know the tea on that, put in the comments, that's another video. But have not worked, and God has just been shoving money in my face, providing for me. So he's awesome. And with all that, let me share with y'all where I'm going. In a week, I'm going to be going to Ghana. And I'm going to Ghana because I won a scholarship to participate in a summer study abroad trip. So I'll be going to Ghana for free. I didn't have to pay for anything except my plane ticket. And they're covering everything else. God has totally just been blessing me since I've been on my educational journey. He's helped me to mature to a point where like I'm no longer walking through life absent-minded, oblivious. Like there's purpose in everything that I do. There's purpose in me going to school, and I know that, and I realize that, and it empowers me to keep on going. And if you are in college, if you're young and in college and have been in college for a long time and you're like, when is this going to be done? Even if you're just stressed about money, paying for college, God is a provider, y'all. I have not worked in months, so just know God is a provider and your efforts are not in vain. So stay tuned for my next one, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Don't forget to pray, don't forget to slay all day, period. Bye.